There we go. I got a time just right too. Man, that's good. Man, I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one.
There you go.
In fact, you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it again with an air horn.
Give it up for Hive.
Oh man, and everybody was here on time. We got
Almost.
great guests today. What is going on? Good morning, Brick World, and good morning, panel. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to the guest host today. And look at me. Everything was going great, and then I forgot to silence my phone. There we go. All right. Yes, it is another wonderful Sunday and another wonderful Good Morning Brick World. And here we are. I feel like every week, just some craziness, whether it's some Lego news or just Lego drama or community excitement or just weird community stuff in general happening every week. And usually we're pretty late to the news as far as like Lego releases go. As a matter of fact, it's kind of an inside joke. You know, for those who have been watching long enough, knows that by the time we get around to news, man, everybody's been listening to it all week long, to the point where we've contemplated not even doing like Lego news. But the thing is, some people, I don't want to say everybody, but some people like to hear our takes on some stuff, and I honestly think we give a little bit of a broader spectrum on Lego news in general. We don't just talk about like releases, and we're not the only ones that do this, but not a lot of people do. Most people just talk about whatever new sets are coming out, and we do that, but we like to talk about other things as well, which we will get into. The topic for today is Lego books. Now, I didn't think about this at first, but it occurred to me that some people might have been confused on whether I was talking about, like one of these Lego books or one of these Lego books.
Really?
Really. I mean, I thought that. And I had to question myself, and I'm the one that made it. I was like, wait, which kind of Lego book am I talking about? So, and I'm sure if you saw the intro, you saw there was different minifigs out there, some sigfigs, some not sigfigs, that were reading books. And if I had enough books, I would have had a book in everybody's hand. But, and I feel like when we talk about Lego books in the second hour, I feel like we might discuss a little bit of just reading books in general. Because I feel like that is a very, very interesting topic to talk about. Everything from just reading in general, like how popular it is in general, and then even the digital format. This is a part I didn't research enough. So maybe out in the chat or maybe somebody in the panel might know this a little bit more than me. I was always told staring at a TV screen for too long wasn't good for your eyes. You know what I mean? So reading books seems kind of, almost in the same vein, but I don't know, but we'll talk about it. But I just thought that Lego books was a very interesting topic to get into. I don't think we've ever talked about it on Good Morning Brick World. We may have mentioned it, and I'm talking like even way back, because we do repeat topics a lot because sometimes they're just too big to talk about in 1 hour. And even then, so many times we don't even talk about the topic in a whole hour. We talk about it like the last 20 minutes. So that will be a fun topic to get into. Before we get into the good mornings, the highs, and how are yous, let's go ahead and I wanted to introduce our guest host real quick, our Clever Pig. How are you today, sir?
Excellent. Best day ever so far. How about you?
Yeah, with compliments like that, it's gonna be the best day ever.
Yeah, man.
Also, I wanted to compliment you on your awesome shirt.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to that. Here, let me get my coffee out and cheers you to that one. So, yes, again, I wanted to let everybody know that you should definitely go over and check out Clever Pig's channel. I am a horrible host and forgot to put the link for Clever Pig and Lego Longoria in the description, but I will do that as soon as the stream is over with. But yeah, definitely go check out Clever Pig. I know it sounds funny, but I do mean it. Like I always joke about, like he's got like one of the smoothest voices. Like,
Smooth operator.
I give that shout out to a few people out there. Ninja's another one. But yeah, Clever Pig's got some great content. Definitely if you're into some car stuff. That this man loves him some cars. The only person I put up there right there with him would be like Josh builds stuff. Because yeah, he also is definitely into some cars. And I mean a lot of us are into some cars, but these guys
we're really into some cars.
Really into some cars, man. You know what I mean? So also we have again with us Lego Longoria. And I gotta tell you, I've just really been enjoying having Lego Longoria here with us, as I'm sure everybody else has as well. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. How are y'all doing?
Great.
Everybody doing good? Yeah,
man. Great.
Having a wonderful morning, man.
Yeah, it is a good morning. It is definitely a good morning. The weather over I wanted to say the weather here on the East Coast has cooled down a little bit too.
Yeah, we had a little breeze yesterday over here in Georgia, which I was like,
it was something.
It was something.
There was a hurricane going on down there. That's
Wait, how far south down in Georgia though?
Oh, I'm like north of Atlanta.
Okay,
because I'm northwest of Atlanta.
Okay, because I'm right next to Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
In Tennessee. And so these last 2 days have been hecka hot and then crazy thunderstorms. And I haven't been outside today, but
yesterday that cooled things off a little bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say with the heat, because I've lived all over the states, as far east, west, south, and north as you can get. And it is very interesting the difference between the high humidity areas and then like the dry heat areas. Because I got to tell you, the high humidity areas I think is worse.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I don't discredit everybody over on the west side that gets like this 120 degree weather. Like I don't want any of that, but I mean, there's just something about that humidity, man, that just makes it so unbearable. Like
especially working in construction, dude.
Oh, dude,
it's just killer.
That's the worst,
killer.
And real quick, just something I know this is a totally random thing to say, but in my field of work, it's I've noticed this more and more and more, and I just don't think your average person thinks about it. Air conditioners are having a very difficult time keeping up with this constant heat. I don't know if a lot of you all have had them break down, if you feel like they're not working as good, because a lot of the calls I've been getting, there's nothing wrong with their AC. It just can't. It's usually on like the top floors, but it just can't keep up with the heat, dude. It's so hot.
It's a good time to check your air filters.
I used to give out like
filters.
Yeah, I used to give out like little random maintenance tips to people and stuff.
There you go.
And check your filters. That's a huge, believe it or not, it's a huge difference.
Because that will burn them out so quickly.
There you go. The more you know. This whole house. All right, let's get into the bulletin board. We'll say our good mornings and get the show running. So I wanted to say something for the first thing on the bulletin board is we are going to have some pretty exciting news / announcements on Good Morning Brick World number 243, which is not the next one, but the one after that. Got to go over some stuff. We got to have our meeting first, talk about some things. But I just want to let you guys know, got some things going on. So we got some stuff cooking. Next, we wanted to say hello and thank you to the Replay Gang. We appreciate you very much. As always, you guys always prove to me every single week that you guys are strong like bull. And give me hecka replays. I appreciate that very much. Very much. Thank you. Please support the co-hosts and our guest host, even though I was a bad host and didn't put their links in the description, but I will fix that after the show. But yes, please go over there, support them any way that you can on Instagram or YouTube. If you guys have Twitch stuff or whatever else, I don't know. You just have to let me know. I don't know.
Is Twitch still a thing?
I don't even know, man.
Very much so.
just like everybody says, like, check me out on X, and I'm like, I don't really go in there, man. I just, it's too much. It's too much. Look, if I didn't have like a full-time job and a wife, and now my kid is back living with me, so a kid, you know what I mean, and then a pet, and then big house, and just stuff to fix, like, God, everything else to do that all you guys know about, like if you have just lives in general. yeah, maybe I could go on some other social media sites too.
Yeah, I feel that.
Anyways, if you'd like to support the channel, you can subscribe. You can, throw out some donations. I got like some awesome, funny super clips. You can become a member. There's different periods of that, different things that happen. Some are magical, some are just, pretty cool. But you support the channel. You can think about me before you go to sleep. Think about the channel. You can spread the love, spread the word, talk about us, good or bad. I guess any news is good news. But yes, please, anything you do to support the channel, like it, subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated. If you'd like your sigfig to be in the intro to Good Morning Brick World or any other random video that I put out, sometimes they're city videos, sometimes they're train videos, sometimes they're stop motion videos. But yeah, I generally have sigfigs in them all the time. You can send it to the P.O. box. It's in the description below, and you will be in the intros. I have had a couple of new members lately pop up. Lego Longoria is one of them. I feel like I'm just gonna have to get a Sharpie and write clever on one of my little pigs, so I can have a clever pig.
That's my official sigfig. Let's go.
Because crown, right? Is it a little crown on top? I need to do something like that, man. That'd be great.
I got to sort it out. Don't put that on you. That's on me, man.
The last thing I just wanted to throw out there is I know there's other conventions going on. I'm just kind of ignorant to which ones are when. But please, if you're new, especially if you're new in the community, look around for Lego conventions. It is a absolute wonderful place to not only see awesome Lego mocks and buy cool stuff, that you usually might only get at a convention, but it's a great place to meet people. Look, before I got into Lego, I was a huge comic book collector. I just don't collect them anymore because I collect Lego, and comics are very, very expensive. They're like $3-4 a pop now, at least. It might even be more. But I used to go to Lego conventions because when I was growing up, collecting comics and stuff, it wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Like, there was no MCU. It wasn't cool. We were nerds, you know what I mean? So that was a place I can go and meet other people that were into the same thing as me, you know what I mean? And I know if you're out there, especially if you're an A-fall, even a T-fall, you know what I mean? You might not think it's cool to be into Lego or whatever, and don't listen to none of that crap anyways. You do what you want, man. Really. You can tell people to take that, whatever their negative comments are about that, and shove them up their butt. But at the same time, it's good to go to these conventions and you can meet other people that are into Lego. Make friends. They might be local or maybe just online. Or you might meet somebody and be like, hey, there's this really awesome show every Sunday morning called Good Morning Brick World. You should definitely go check them out. So yeah, do that. And that is the bulletin board, everybody. Let's get into the good mornings. But real quick, I forgot to ask Drewbrickz and Brickbabe, how are you guys doing today? How you been this week?
I'm tired. It's one of those days I didn't want to wake up, but I'm here faking, hey, I'm great. I'm tired.
Brickbabe's like, I'm tired.
The show must go on. So
yeah,
well, we appreciate you. How about you, Drew? How's the
same way?
Yeah, you've had a lot going on, man.
Mm-hmm. Work's been good, but fast paced, which is always has its pros and cons. You get tired, and I went to bed on Monday. I fell asleep before 8 o'clock, and I didn't wake up
last week, dude.
No, this last Monday. You asked me how my week was going. I'm gonna tell you how my week was going.
Monday.
Started with Monday.
I know, but I know you. I'm just messing. Go ahead, man.
I fell asleep at 8, and I didn't wake up till 5:45 in the morning, and it was amazing. I haven't had a night like that in a minute, and so. But
those are a really good recharge time.
Yeah, it's been nice. But yeah, just trying to finish up this Lego project, hopefully here soon. But
I watched Wedding Planner last night, Drew.
Oh yeah. So we have the vendor, we have the venue, we have the wedding coordinator, we have wedding insurance. It's outdoors. We have the DJ, we have the photographer. Now we just need to pick. Well, she needs to pick her dress and the color schemes that we need to do as well.
Man, dude, like my wedding was fun. The wedding was fun, but everything leading up to it, the whole time in my head, all I heard was just like pulling my hair out, dude. I'm like, oh my god,
you got a dollar sign on that keyboard.
Yeah,
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
That was a whole nother story, man. Like we spent, I think it was $5,000 on the bar, so everybody could have free drinks. All we said was just tip the bartenders.
Yeah,
like we also tipped. Like we spent like another. I don't know how much it was, man. Maybe $1,000 for like maybe no. It was several $100s we gave them as a tip.
Yeah.
On top of just the overall price, but we told everybody tip them. That's all we ask. You don't have to go crazy, but just make sure you tip them, man. Don't just walk up there and be like, give me this. You know, I was like, because they're working hard to make sure like our wedding is fantastic. You know what I mean? So, and we said we spent a lot of money on the booze. Please drink up.
Right.
Drink.
It was a good time.
Like we're not having any booze at ours because neither of our sides of the family like drink, and it's still so expensive. I'm like, I could not imagine having an open bar as well. Like, be insane.
Yeah,
you don't plated or buffet.
But the best advice I can give though, man, is just at the wedding, just have fun.
Yeah, no,
just
definitely
have fun, man. Like that's the best part about it, man. Is just have a good time. That's what everybody's there for. They're all there for the same thing, man. And it's your guys' day. Don't feel guilty for being a little egotistical or selfish or whatever, man. It's your guys' day. You spend a ton of money on it.
Oh yeah,
it's your day. You know what I mean? Well,
definitely.
Probably more hers, but it doesn't matter. You know,
right?
I just show up and say
I mean,
that's
like,
it, right?
Like, yeah, mine. I was whatever Mrs. I wanted. I was like, it is yours. Whatever you want,
right?
Baby. I got. Yeah. So, all right, let's get into the good mornings, and we'll get this show started.
Oh, is that Drew?
For a second. Smokey, what's going on, Smokey? This is good morning, Brick folks. Click and Cliff. Yo. Hello. What is going on? Hold on a minute. I just lost my place. Oh, interesting subject. I've gotten Lego books as a gift, but never bought any. Yeah, by the way, there is a poll up, everybody. It says, have you ever bought a Lego book only for the minifigure?
Yes.
Because
you have.
Back when the books were like $15.
I mean, I've done both, but sometimes there's really exclusive figs, but we'll get into that. Let's see here. I'm here for Brick Babe and Clever Pig. Well, you know what? You know what?
Be out here.
I'm just kidding. We love you, Cliff. We love you. I know he's just joking.
He was live last night.
Yeah, he's live like every night, man.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just messing with him every night. It's like almost every night. Cliff streams a lot, but it's all right. Andre, what is going on? Andre gets a. Love you, Andre. By the way, real quick, the Instagram post where you posted those dudes doing that, the nice looking dress guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. I loved when Andre retweeted it with him.
Yeah, with the hat.
Dude.
That's funny.
Dude, I loved it, man. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Andre is the best. I swear to God. Anyways, where are we at? My Bricks and me. Good morning to you. Goblin Zero. Good morning, boarding.
Zero goblins.
Alternate candidate, what's up? How you doing?
Candidate alternate.
Goblin Zero is also one of the sigfigs out in the intro too. Whiskey 488. What is going on, Wayne? Airport, Veterans Cemetery, and now here. It's been a busy morning. Oh, wow. Good morning, everyone.
Friday.
Yeah, imagine you guys probably see each other. I don't say a lot, but often. Because I know there's a lot of times he says, "Yeah, I saw Brick Babe at the Lego store." I was like,
I ran into him at the pet store this time.
That's so wild.
He was about to take my head off. He was walking out. I was like, "Sir, did you pay for those items?" The way he turned his head.
He's
like, that's amazing.
He's like, oh, question my. Anyways, Christine Harbor. Good morning. Nick and Bricks. What's going on? Anyone who watched the recent business? Well, wait till we get into the news. I've got a little something about that. It is a very interesting video. Don't forget the like button. Yes, thank you, Cliff. As a matter of fact,
let me go.
I really need to remember this kind of stuff. Let's see here. Papa Trip. Good morning. Brick Hive Company.
Professor here.
Hope everyone is looking forward to a great, safe Brick World day.
Yes.
Is there a Brick World going on right now? I know there's like more than one.
There is currently one right now.
It's in
You're
Michigan,
currently
right?
participating in it.
Oh, I thought there was.
I don't know. I'm just
I
messing.
thought
with
we
you.
were talking
It
about
was like Indianapolis or something. Yeah, something like that.
I think there actually is one going on. Yes.
Yeah, because a lot of us we only think about
Chicago.
But you know there is more than one, and like I said, I know one of them is in Michigan, but there might be that one in Indianapolis that they're talking about. So, where we at? Bottom of the Ninjago book for Master Wu. Yeah, that's what I mean. Cajun Afall, what is going on? Good morning to you. Cool Hand Luke, what's up? How you doing? Good morning or afternoon to you. Brick City Time, good morning. Dario, good morning to you. We came for Hive, we stay for Babe.
There you go.
And
we leave for
is
Drew.
right. Drewbrickz is right. We're taking Drew with us.
Drew takes the stream with him when he goes, so we don't want him to go.
Oh, hold on a minute. What do I got for that? There we go.
There you go.
Let's see. Jesse's Brick Galaxy, the deep wizard of the group. What is going on, my friend?
Wizard Jesse.
Listen.
The man.
Let's see here. Hello to Clever Pig and Lego Longoria. Yes.
Yeah.
EMS Bricks, also known as Renee. Good morning to you. Two humble bricks in the house. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate and love all of you so much. Papa Trip says books. Any thoughts on the new girthy $150 Lego Star Wars book? We'll get into that.
Banned.
Not worth it.
We'll get into that.
Banned.
Pink Wheels, what is going on? Good morning to you, my friend. Bricklock, what is up, Mr. Lincoln? Says good morning, Brick World. I see Coop out there. What's up, Coop? Good morning. Let's see. KJ Fall says I'm good with the heat down here if it means we don't have a hurricane going on. Yeah. Hurricanes are getting worse. There's no doubt about that. But the good thing about hurricane, I know it sounds stupid because there's nothing really good about hurricanes.
Tread carefully on that
one. The silver lining, I guess, at a hurricane is you have time to prepare for it. Out of all the natural disasters, hurricanes are the ones I've been through the most. I've been through more hurricanes than I can count ever since I was even little, because I've grown up on the East Coast for the most part. So even when I was little and we lived in like Virginia Beach, I remember hurricanes there. But especially living down in Florida, like in Key West and stuff like that, dude, I like so many. But I am deathly afraid of tornadoes. They scare me to like no end. Even earthquakes, like as long as you're not in like a tall building or something, I guess, like, you know, because I've been through a couple. Because I lived in California, but I didn't go to any big ones. But I've been through a few of them, and yeah, as long as you're like just nowhere dangerous, like you're okay. You're just moving around, you know. They're not good, but tornadoes, man, just like out of nowhere, dude. And you don't have really much time, and their destruction is nothing to shake a stick at. So yeah, respect nature. Just like don't. I don't know, man. I guess if you're a professional, but like, don't go chasing tornadoes or nothing, man. Like, I know everybody's like, Twister, I want to go. Like, don't do it.
Twister.
YOLO.
It's not the movies.
YOLO, film it.
Yeah, picture it didn't happen.
Babe's like, well, if you do it, just picture you film it.
Yeah.
Get the views.
Mayo.
What is going on, Mayo? Real whole egg in the house. Dude Jude. What's up, dude Jude? How you doing? Look, Pinkwill says I'm going to Brick Slopes next weekend. Yeah, Brick Slopes is a good one. So the ones I know that are popular off the top of my head, besides Brick Fair and Brick Roll, it is Brick Slopes. There's Brick Rodeo, Brick Cascade, right? Yeah,
there's the Ultimate Brick Show now. That's a new one, but that's popular.
The Ultimate Brick. I want to go there just so when I walk in, be like, Ultimate Brick Show. Like clothesline somebody or something. Or come out with like a chair, like run in with a chair.
Lord help. There's Brick Universe, because it was coming here, but they've rescheduled it. So that's what Wayne and I were talking about. It's supposed to be on the 25th.
Say hi to Shy real quick, and also, you are correct. I don't think Brickfest counts.
It does not.
Well, okay, that's hold up. If you're a little kid, it counts.
Lies.
They're doing the A-Fall show in Philly again this year. They didn't do it this year, but they didn't do it last year, but they're doing it this year. You going? Anybody going? Cricket.
No.
Okay.
I might have got green light for Chicago for next year, so that would be cool.
Oh, you going to Chicago? Cool. No, I've been to the Philly one. I may go again.
I don't know. I forgot where we're at with this comment, but Smokey says, "Thank you for your sacrifice, Brick Babe."
Because I was tired. I didn't want to get out of bed. Thank you, Smokey.
Oh,
thank you for seeing me. I feel seen today.
Thank you for coming on to the show, Brick Babe. I appreciate that very much. I wanted to give you a big shout out.
Thank you.
Yeah, big shit. You know what? As a matter of fact, there we go. Brick Babe gets a big shout out there. All right, everybody. Anybody else want to thank Brick Babe for being on the show?
Thank you, Brick Babe, for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Clev. Drew.
Just be another Sunday. What would be
Nothing.
the difference?
Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Ryan, what's up? How you doing? Good morning to you. Contra. Good morning. Bricks with Justin. Good morning. With how are you doing? Says howdy, y'all. Rapture Raccoon. Good morning. Less than a week till Brick Slopes. Find a weekend exchange. Sigfigs all they're going. Yeah, that's another thing that's pretty awesome. That if you're new in the community, you might not know about it, but after you're here for a little while, yeah, a lot of things that we like to do is exchange sigfigs at these conventions as well. It can be difficult. Sometimes they're expensive to make. Sometimes, you just got to get a bunch of parts together, but you do what you can. I'm not personally interested in books or in book exclusive figs. I think that's good discipline, honestly. But that's a whole nother subject. Fall Equinox, what is going on? Good morning, Autumn. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Together we can rule Coruscant. You are totally right. I take a hurricane over any natural disaster. I'm just saying. Mother Nature, she could be wild. Yeah, Mother Nature is very fickle. She's a fickle thing. In my state, the worst natural disaster we get are electrical storms, so I have it all right. Yeah, but that's Australia, man. You guys got all kinds of stuff I feel like you need to worry about, man. I just
Kangaroos.
Dude, I was watching some type of educational video about
how not to break dance in Australia.
By the way, she made a little comeback. I saw her first public appearance, man. She was out there. She was out there. And
Was she doing it?
Look at you go. Look at you.
She made a post kind of whining about how she prepped for it and could the media leave her friends and family alone.
Prep for it.
She came in last. That was
I already ranted about her on Friday, but I will say this, man. Like, how are you going to whine about that? Like, have you looked at the other breakdancers in the competition? Have you checked out what they're doing? Because, look, I made the comparison about, like, okay, look, I can jump over some hurdles. Even at my age, I can still jump over some hurdles. So is it fair that I take some athlete that trained their whole life really hard to jump over those hurdles better than me to take their spot? If I'm out there running and everybody's just going past me, but I'm still running, and then I see a hurdle, and I'm like,
you have to hold on to jump it,
But
please somebody
they just passed me second lap.
Somebody clip that.
You know what I mean?
Thanks for showing up, Hive.
And then everybody
Hive,
like
I see you.
Everybody's laughing at me, and I'm going, why is everybody laughing? What's going on?
Thanks for showing up, Hive.
I hate when I have to do like physical comedy to prove a point, man. I'm too old for that. I feel like Danny Glover on Lethal Weapon. You're getting too old for this.
She trained hard. But if you look at her training videos, she did the same foolishness in those videos that she did at the Olympics. So
and look, and I had said, I don't shame her for wanting to dance and break dance and stuff. And if she wants to do that, man, that's great. Just what are you doing in the Olympics? That's what my point was. Like, what are you doing in the Olympics, man?
I've heard I've heard rumors, and this is purely rumors. I could be wrong, but the person that like helps judge like who goes and wins to like the next level and get into the Olympics
Was her
husband was one of the judges.
I think I heard that too, but I think that's been proven wrong. And look. I don't even care what kind of wild and flabbergasted accusations might even be revolving around it and all that. I care not. I care not about any of those things, man. My whole point was just, what are you doing in the Olympics, man? You want to make your own competition? And I even said some more harsher stuff on Pure Rip Theory that I'm not gonna bring up here. You know what I mean? But you know, and so look, it's just like the internet, man. I don't condone being mean. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna be on the internet, you might get some heat just from trolls and stuff. I'm just saying, man. Like, you gotta expect this kind of stuff. Anyways, moving on. I don't even know how we got on this subject. I'm just gonna read a comment.
My bad.
Mayo. We can blame Mayo for it.
I bet Mayo could break dance better than Ray Gun.
Ray Gun, yeah.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. Shame on me. All right. Let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat. Like anybody new came in. Hoarder66. I can't remember if you were in it. If I said hello to you or not. Renee says I had a tornado just touch down during Debbie about half a mile from our house. Thankfully, no damage for us. Yeah. You know, another thing real quick, and I'm sorry, this is going to sound like doom like or whatever, but I was listening to a fireman in California talk about the forest, the wildfires or whatever. Mm-hmm. And look, this is one of the natural disasters I never really think enough about, like how severe they really are. And that's these fires, right? Because you just think about like, oh, the forest might be on fire. Firemen will put it out.
Not always.
But I know it's been on the news. I know it's been on the news and stuff, but I feel like a lot of us are kind of detached from it. Maybe we're even dealing with our own natural disaster stuff. You know what I mean? But like, people have lost homes and stuff with this. But he was talking about, like, if there's the right fire with the right wind, it will go right through LA. It will go right through to the ocean. And he said there's nothing that they could do about it if it starts getting big enough. That is insanely scary to think about.
There's so much concrete in LA that there's so many turning points that they could use.
That's true. There's a lot of concrete, right?
Like, absolutely perfect. And yeah. I mean, I went through, because I grew up during the fires when they were in San Diego, like the bad ones where like you looked like you were on Mustafar kind of stuff.
Right.
And the right winds and stuff, can take weeks to put out. But
well, yeah, because that's why they were talking about like what the ones that have already done this damage, man. Yeah. I mean, you can't just put them out like you can, like if it was just contained like in a building per se. And even a building, we've seen them go. Fire is a very scary thing, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's very, very scary.
Didn't Australia deal with that? Like
last year? Like that was one of the worst, I think, actually, probably in the world, man. Honestly, like the amount of it's so sad.
Yeah,
man.
I'll tell you what, too. They mess up the vegetation on like riverbanks, so there's flooding a lot of the time right after as well, just to add insult to injury.
And that's why I think it's prudent for everybody in the world to be understanding and aware of everything that's going on in the world, because sometimes it's a domino effect too, man. Like things that happen one place, it affects stuff that happens in another place and another place and another place. You know, whether it's the wildlife or what you just said, clever, like the vegetation or whatever. So anyways, sorry about the apocalyptic talk this morning, everybody. I just, you know, we go down a topic and we start going with it.
You get more than bricks here. You get life. Lego and lifestyle show. Okay, we do both. Lego and lifestyle.
Life lessons.
Life lessons.
Change the filters. I mean, you get everything here.
Yeah. We're learning some maintenance and everything.
Get it all.
Yeah. So anyways, all right. Good stuff. I love saying good morning to everybody. Let's go ahead and man, we've definitely got a few
Hold on, I think we missed one.
What we did? Who we missed?
Is that it? Bricks with me?
Bricks with me? Did we miss Bricks? Good morning, Bricks with me.
No, Bricks my time.
Bricks my time. Bricks is my time. Is it Brick my time or Bricks is my time?
You say had an alternative candidate?
Yeah, we did say Hive.
Okay.
Alternative. Hive too old for physical comedy. We knew Hive. We could see it. Ooh, I'm gonna give you one of these. That was good. Wouldn't it have been crazy when I was doing that physical comedy if my knee just blew out and I just fell?
Nice.
I'm like, you just see my arm, like, help me, everybody, kick it up.
Call Mrs. Hive. Call Mrs. Hive.
I'll just grab the mic and do the show from the floor. Anyways, let's see. Oh yeah, so we have to get into.
Now for breaking news.
You know what? That sounded perfect too. So real quick, there was a couple of things I wanted to throw out before we got into like the normal type news, but we had our 100th Bricks and Minifig store open. I know it was in Michigan, but I want to say it was in Kentwood, Michigan.
Okay.
I believe. But yeah. Wow, it just feels like there's 100 Lego stores not too long ago. I feel like here, I'm gonna write this down. Hopefully I'll remember.
Is Bricks and Minifigs still thriving really well?
It apparently, man, if they just opened 100 stores. I mean, God dang. And
Starbucks after a while.
But then again, it's not Bricks and Minifigs who's really doing it. It's these second or third party people because you open it up for yourself.
What are you talking about? The Bricks and Minifigs?
Yeah, like
no, that's a chain though.
Yeah, but it's
franchise.
It's your own franchise.
Well, no. I mean, if I opened Hive's toy store, and then I made another Hive's toy store, then I just made my own franchise. Me opening up Bricks and Minifigs is me renting out a franchise,
right?
From Bricks and Minifigs.
But Bricks and Minifigs don't really lose anything if your store goes down because it's your responsibility, though, right?
Right.
Okay.
Like they do, as far as I know, from what I looked at, because I was going to open up one. Yeah. I started going in that direction and I still contemplate it because I would have like a certain market cornered because there is not one near where we live for at least 50 miles. I want to say roughly 50 miles in any direction. Mm-hmm. So this spot on the East Coast, the Baltimore area I would dominate that. You know what I mean? The problem is the cost, up front, which again, I could get through. But yeah, you risk, it not doing well. And then there's the other thing that, I was just getting ready to talk about with the news was theft, man. It is still going strong.
They've been getting hit hard, haven't they?
Jesse just shared something about BAM. Let's put it up here. Sign up for world record D&D at your local BAM. Play October 12th.
There you go. There you go.
So you got to drive 50 miles, Hive. You got to go there now.
I got to go.
We're doing it for Jesse.
So it's something, like I said, that is on my mind, but again, there's a lot to lose. And again, then it's the location, where the best place for me to open up one would be actually down where you're at, Brick Babe, the Annapolis area. That's, I mean, with traffic, man, it could be about an hour drive. You know what I mean? So trying to run a business like that an hour away from where I live, it just, and look, even if I looked at the calculations also of what most stores make their average and all that, and they really don't average even more than what I make now. For the profit margin, you know what I mean? That for the owner, not even just for the owner, and then of course paying out, employees. So it's not like it's not worth it, but I don't know if it's not worth it now. So, anyways,
and maybe oversaturating certain markets. I know Shy said they're like a lot in California, but there's
a lot in California.
Well, anything in California you're going to pay out the butt for. Their tax rates and everything else are just insane. A
lot of butt rates.
Yeah. I mean, look, right now, the numbers that I've seen, California is the state with the highest amount of people leaving.
Yeah.
And New York is a close second. Just, I mean, and not New York State necessarily, but New York City. You know, just because people are being outpriced, the crime rate is the highest through the roof. Homeless rates are insanely high. There's just a lot of problems, and you know, this is not a show we're going to discuss like all the problems and blah blah blah. But there's just a lot of stuff going on, and I hope that they find solutions for this, because New York City and California, just all of California, are iconic and important places in the United States. You know what I mean? Whether it's just part for the economy, part for just place to live, great place to raise families. Then, of course, things in like entertainment. Blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, just famous, iconic places. You know what I mean? So we don't want to see anything bad happen to them. So hopefully that can rectify itself.
The damn store. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, so there also, before we get into too much of the news, there was an article I wanted to share, and somebody had actually brought it up in the chat. So I'm going to play like a couple seconds of it because I don't want to get hit with a copyright. I'm kind of like teetering on, you know, trying to be careful about stuff like that. But I'm going to share the link in the chat so you can save it, copy it, and save it for later. Let me go ahead and share the screen, make sure we got volume.
Oh, wow. Andre said he has 4 BAMs and another one's coming in North Carolina.
Man, that's crazy. That's awesome, though. All right, so this is from Business Insider, and the video is called "Why is Lego So Expensive?" So I'm gonna play just a second of it, and then like I said, I'll share the link. But I've watched most of it. I haven't got to finish it yet, but it's a very interesting article.
This thief is stealing $1,500 worth of Lego, according to the store's owner. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. In the past decade, there have been a slew of Lego thefts, including one totaling about $300,000.
So we've definitely covered this one. Mm-hmm. But there was a couple I think we've covered most of the ones that are in the news predominantly. But there's tons that slip past us, and we only mainly talk about ones that happen in the States, which is the most. But that's not to say there's probably plenty in Canada, probably plenty down south, across the world. So here, we'll play a couple more seconds here.
But why are thieves around the world targeting a toy? Well, one reason might be that the most expensive Lego sets cost more than an iPhone 15.
Dude, that's crazy.
They didn't use Android as an example.
And they just brought up the 2 most expensive ones. But clearly, we all know there are tons that are $400 and up. You know what I mean? And then there are tons and tons that are $200 and up. So
that's why this guy was trying really hard to reach the top.
The music is killing me.
I know, but isn't it kind of crazy also that these thieves they're getting smarter about Lego? Like first it was just like, oh, Lego are expensive, but now they're like, oh, we know which ones to target.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about, I think it was Alaska Morning Brick World, maybe, that one guy went in and all he did was, it was like not even 2 minutes. He went in, cleaned out the minifigs, and then left. There was over like $1,000 in just those minifigs. It was like, I don't know, whatever, $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. Look, and she's got the Osprey.
Around $120 to overnight selling on eBay for several $1,000s. My friends and family don't.
So this is a subject I feel like definitely we're going to have to probably talk more about again, even though we've definitely talked about it plenty of times. All right, so everybody, I'm going to put the link to that in the chat. So, you know, you can go watch it at your leisure. It's a very good video. But, and it's not like it's nobody's fault. I know a lot of people really, and then this is a debate, obviously we could have like at another time per se, like a bigger debate, but I can't really find it's anybody's fault. Now, probably the most people, if they did point to anybody, it would be like scalpers or resellers, driving the prices up. I've even heard, you know, big YouTubers, you know, selling stuff on Whatnot sometimes, saying this is worth this, and then all of a sudden a lot of people are spending the money on that, and then the price can get adjusted to that. I don't know the validity a lot of that stuff. And even when I did hear about that, it was mainly talking about like the cards and stuff like that. So look, I'm not trying to, I don't think it's anybody's fault. I really don't. I know a lot of people like to do point at scalpers. Look, my whole thing is capitalism. If somebody's selling something for too much money, you don't have to buy it. The only reason the price goes up is because people buy it. And I don't even blame people for buying it. I understand there's stuff like FOMO. You're like, crap, if I don't buy this now, it's a lot of money, but somebody else is probably going to buy it. So, you know what I mean? I might miss out on it. There's all kinds of complex gray area reasons for why people do stuff, why people sell stuff, why people buy stuff. But again, we don't have to buy certain things. But there is a lot to it. And there's the market, the economy, where you live. I always feel the sorriest for my Canadian brothers and sisters and like my Australian sisters, dude. Yeah, I know. Clever Fig, he's representing. But like, I understand the economies are different and stuff like that. You know, like when currency differences and stuff, you know what I mean? But when I see like you guys pay like sometimes 3 times as much as what we pay for, you know what I mean? And then,
bones, man.
Right. And, you know, and then Australia's even worse. Like they're even more than you guys. And then I look at like across the pond at my UK brothers and sisters, and they're like, they're paying even cheaper than we are. And I'm like, God dang, man. Like, and then there's things like taxes involved and all that. You know what I mean? Different places have different tax purposes and stuff. So it's a complex discussion. And I feel like if anybody disagrees and stuff like that with what I'm saying, they definitely have probably a valid point and valid arguments. And like I said, it's way too big of a discussion for us to get into right now on like a bigger scale. But what it is meaning is it's driving up theft. There's no doubt about it. I've mentioned this before. The top 5 things that are stolen in the US, one of them is Lego now. That is insane. Because we're not talking about like a collectible per se. You know what I mean? Because like, yeah, there's some Funko Pops that are worth a lot of money. You know what I mean? But they're not in the same vein as like what Lego is. Because the thing with Lego is Lego generally always increases in value. And if it doesn't, the thing it doesn't do is decrease. It is extremely rare to find a Lego set that is decreased in value. And usually if they did, nobody wants them. Or it's such a small amount of people that want them. I feel like there's even Bionicle pieces that are worth a lot of money, man. Like a lot of money. So yeah, it's drove up theft. And as always, we just tell everybody, be careful. I know it sounds silly, but don't be flashing a lot of Lego, you know, and then saying like, hey, I live here, you know, because yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. Real quick, before we get into some more news, I just want to make sure I didn't miss any comments or new people out there.
Just the $8 a gallon gas prices.
Oh, for Cali? Dude.
No, for me.
Oh, sorry, man. I thought we were talking about California.
Talking about Piggy.
They're like, oh no, everybody in California's like, nah, man, it's only like $6 here, dude.
It's not 8 yet.
Yeah. I you guys use the leader system too? I think you guys
yeah, we use metric system like normal human beings can, you know.
I know. When I was
all I hear is American Eagle screams, rah!
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to be like, man,
3 against 1.
F the metric system, man. You guys, but now I'm like, because I've gotten older and I see like really we're the only people roughly in the world that use it. And I'm like, maybe we should try and get on the same boat. It might be a process, but maybe we should just kind of really start teaching it heavy.
It's not a process. Everything is by tens. It's so easy. You guys, it makes no sense. I can't convert anything. I have to Google everything.
Like, it's like 3,000 kilometers. I'm like, how many miles is that? Oh gosh. And then I like think of like Pulp Fiction. I'm like, Royale with cheese. Like, I don't even know what a quarter pounder is, man. Anyways, but you know, that's why I always say it's good to learn from cultures. You know what I mean? But for some reason, us Americans, just out of all the things that we love to pull from other cultures, we just can't seem to pull the metric system in. Anyways, yeah. So definitely, what's it? $1.80 per liter, about $7.20 per gallon. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, crazy. I drive for a living, so gas prices are always on my mind. Yeah, I can imagine. Definitely, if you use your vehicle a lot. Metric is so un-American. Like, we left England and that was it, man. We gave you guys the finger and said, keep your metric system.
That's funny.
Some people forget about currency conversion rates. Yeah, it's true. So anyways, like I said, definitely be careful about theft. All right, let's get into some more news. There are some other things to talk about. Let's see. Let's go to Brick Fan. Why does it want to see? All right, there we go. Okay. Lego Star Wars Character Encyclopedia Updated Edition Cover Fan Vote. All right, it says the new Lego Star Wars Character Encyclopedia Updated Edition will be releasing in April 2025, and Lego Ideas need your help in choosing the featured minifigure for the book cover.
Cool.
No.
You guys don't pick C-3PO.
Wow.
Come on, man. Head over to the fan vote page.
How about no?
Let's just see what it. Oh man,
Yeah,
Screw
with
guys.
you on that, Drew.
Let's see here. To choose between Luke Skywalker, C-3PO. Are you serious right now? Even in the Lego category, there is a plethora of characters to choose from, and you give us these three?
Give me another Captain Rex. I dare you.
Do it. You won't.
Well, it's like. All right. Well, I feel like I just wasted my time reading that, but whatever. So listen, everybody. Everybody's wanting to go back to the 80s like it's really cool, and it was. I'm glad I got to experience it.
Break
Sorry
dance.
you guys didn't get to. It was dangerous but fun.
Dangerously
Look.
fun.
Look, I know everybody my age and roughly, whatever, has just got this extreme love for the Goonies. And look, the Goonies hold a place in my heart. I ain't gonna diss it too hard. But you're gonna say it's better than Gremlins? What?
I've never seen either movie. I know you're shocked.
Shocking.
Yeah, I was like -5. when the
Shocking
80s
news.
happened, so.
Just did.
Breaking
Andrew?
news. Brick Babe has not seen a movie.
Dude, she
Oh my
watched
goodness.
what did you say you watched, Brick Babe, this last time?
Wedding planner. Well, I was a
Wedding
wedding
Planner.
planner for 10 years, so yeah, it's
All
close
right,
to
well.
that.
Okay. Look, that's cool.
It's a
I
good
don't
movie.
think I don't see this being made. This is gonna be, well, they could maybe, but that would be a very expensive set.
Not if they make it super small, like always.
We got so many boats. We have so many boats. We don't need that.
I mean, but that looks
Don't
pretty
have a lot
pretty
of
big. But whatever. But the problem is, this looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Normally, I don't like.
I like
yeah.
that.
Normally, I don't like organic brick built stuff like this. But they did pretty good with Gizmo. I ain't gonna lie.
You look like Stitch.
Shame on you.
All
All right.
Furbies. What came first, Gremlins or Furbies, Hive?
Oh my God,
Gremlins. I think it was
Oh, wow.
Gremlins.
Furbies
It
are
doesn't like
nightmare
Stitch.
fuel. Does anybody know where Furby is? It doesn't matter. We're not getting into that, dude. I'm gonna scare everybody away. All right. Lego Creator 3-in-1 Mythical Pegasus gift with purchase revealed.
Nice.
Look at that, everybody. Purchase.
Give
Lego
me
Revealed.
Skippy, another thing I don't need.
Send me yours.
And look, it's a bird too. Caw, caw. Lego revealed a new gift with purchase set on the Lego shop with the Lego Creators 3-in-1. Blah, 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 blah. The set has 278 pieces, and the parts can be used to build a Pegasus, a dragon, or a bird. There's no word yet on the release date or the price requirement to get it, but I assume it will be shortly after August 16th, or because that's when the current set of promotions ends. Creative Kids. What? That sounds like something a land member would write. Creative kids age 7+ can travel to a magical fantasy world to play out fun stories with this mythical Pegasus 3-in-1 toy. The super cute winged horse has posable feet, wing, head, and tail, and can stand on all 4 legs. Well, that'd be a crappy build if it couldn't stand on all. You know what, man? Screw this thing. All right.
ChatGPT.
I like it.
ChatGPT.
I like the duck too.
All right. Lego Ideas Mallard achieves 10,000 supporters. You guys.
I love that.
You guys.
Now we're cooking. Here we go.
I mean, look, I respect this build. I do.
Don't lie.
It's a very stoic looking mallard duck. But dude, come on, man.
I like it. Like
I like it too. I like it too, but I wouldn't want to like.
I do. Some of my fondest memories with my dad. He had the duck whistle. He hunted ducks. He hunted anything with a pulse.
You know what they're gonna do next?
You
know what I want to see next? I want to see. I want to see the dogs playing poker. The dogs playing poker painting. That's what I want to see. The next Lego Ideas support get 10,000 supporters.
You got Mona Lisa, which is Weird Al.
Man, you're gonna compare Mona Lisa to the dogs playing poker?
Lego Mona Lisa is Weird Al. So
that's true.
But I love the duck, so I hope the duck stays. We can build it on live together, Hive, you and I.
He said, "Oh hell no!"
Clack, clack. All right, let's see here. Lego Batman construction figure in the Bat Pod bike review.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Donkey.
All right, Lego Ideas Donkey Kong achieves 10,000 supports. Now, look, this is pretty sweet.
Love it.
That's all right.
It's like the Sonic.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
This is a cool display piece. Especially, dude, if you're into video games, like if you're definitely a video game head, man, like this is definitely a cool thing to have. I ain't gonna lie. 800 piece build is based on the 1981 video game and features a stage with a brick built Donkey Kong and minifigure of Pauline. I didn't know her name was Pauline.
Pauline.
I thought it was the princess from Mario Brothers. This game was the first appearance of the Mario Brothers. So. Oh yeah, so let's get to the top here. We can talk about this. Last day, what's that?
I got this. I got it last night. I bought Animal Crossing.
Well, when was this? August 16th. So it's already passed now. But so I guess this doesn't matter. We don't even talk about this because it's already passed. All right. Lego Ideas. 4 more designs selected for review. Dude, that's hot. I like that. That is a great thing to have received. Ooh, that's hot.
I want a Target. Why can't we get a Target?
Oh my gosh, dude. You know what I thought this was right next to her face? Because I was like, what is that doing there? Oh my god, I am so bad. All right. This is really cool. Whatever it is.
No, it's not.
It's a combine, Hive. Come on, man.
You put hay in that?
No, it's not.
You cut down crops with it.
Yeah, it's not going to anybody's city.
What's up here? What is this all about?
That's the hopper.
That's
where it holds the stuff.
Well, how does it get there? Because I see
this
is
from that.
Yeah, it goes up there.
This is a very advanced piece of machinery. That's the header. It cuts down the crops and it goes up in the top. And then it shoots out the spigot on the side. There's a truck that drives along and it goes into a truck. And then it goes into some cow's mouth 500 miles away.
And then the cow goes into my mouth.
That's exactly it.
You're basically going to give me that.
Sorry to all the vegans and vegetarians this morning.
Yes.
No, we're not. American screams. Ah!
Drew, look, I love America just as much as the next American.
That's true.
But we are a worldly show.
No, I know.
American.
Dude, you should see me watching the Olympics, man. I'm like, I don't even like this sport. Go America!
We made it. We kicked butt as always. Clap it up for the U.S.
Wednesday. Aren't they already making Wednesday sets?
Yeah, I thought they were.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Well, that doesn't surprise us, Brick Babe.
Okay.
I mean, look, it's a funny show. I've seen some of it, but apparently it's pretty popular. But I don't know. It was like years ago now. I don't know. These shows, like I just finished. Me and Mrs. Hive watched Umbrella Academy, the new season. And it was like over 2 years ago or something like that when the last season came out. Just like, I guess, are they still doing another Stranger Things season?
Yeah, it should be coming out.
I'm like, dude, how long ago was it, man?
Yeah, I think it got pushed back, but I think it's coming out.
It's like
2027. It'll come out. Don't
worry. To be like the geriatric version of them. Anyways, all right. So there's Wednesday. This is hot.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
I like that.
True.
I like that.
What I'm doing?
I can't see you, Drew. So hopefully you're not doing anything bad.
Like that's hot.
It is hot. It is hot. Post office.
Drew's delirious. I don't like that. I want a Target. Take that back and make it a Target. Take it back and make it a Target.
You reckon they'll chop that one down so Lego can release it themselves a year later? I could see it. I could see it.
Yeah, and then this right here can be the gift of purchase
steal
that
their
comes with it.
100%.
Yeah, it come with this, but they'll put it out like the next month after it premieres. Like everybody thinks I'm being funny. No, I'm being serious right now.
I actually think they would do that.
I did say it to be funny, but I'm being serious right now.
Museum pain. What do we know? We don't know what the modular is. That's right. We don't know yet.
No, we don't. Look, hold on a second.
Oh yeah, for the next one.
Chat. Does anybody know? Has anybody heard any rumors about the modular at all? Like, does anybody know anything?
Any land members?
Not your wild speculations or what you wish it could be. Okay, let's keep our fantasies out of this discussion right now and talk about some real leaks and rumors. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Even if they're fake rumors, at least they're rumors and not your own personal like wishes. You know what?
It's a worldwide show.
What were you gonna say, Brick Babe?
I think it's a unicorn farm. That's the new modular.
Banned. Can we ban her? Banned.
Oh, wait. I want to entertain this idea for a second, man, because that'd be kind of cool, man. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense, but can you imagine? Oh my God, can you imagine if they made molded unicorns? Have they ever done molded unicorns?
No. Juicy.
Only this juicy, delicious unicorn.
They have to look at America.
Oh my God.
We got the Gabby cats.
The rarest.
Dude, I'm talking about molded unicorns and you bring up cats?
Yes, Gabby has cute cats. We have a cat mermaid. I mean, how cool is that?
Oh my God. If Lego's watching
Mercat's
right now,
cool.
they're gonna make out.
My daughter loves it.
See?
If Lego's watching this, they're gonna make a molded unicorn, but they're gonna make it in the Friends line, so it looks all goofy.
Probably.
And it's turquoise and
I'm gonna be like
purple.
Thank you, Lego.
hot pink and orange.
I can't get break with Lego. I tell you what. Dude, you know what's funny? Somebody asked me the other day. That was a friend of Mrs. Hives. They're like, because they watched my intro to Pure Ant Fury.
Nice.
They asked me later. They're like, why do you hate Lego so much? Like, what's going on? Because they're like watching me and Lego like fight in the intros and stuff. I was like, nothing. It's nothing. Anyways, video arcade. Ooh, that'd be hot.
That's hot.
Can you imagine video arcade with a little thing in the back that like a little yard or a fenced-in yard that had unicorns? So you could still get the molded dude. I'm on a molded
unicorn fetish.
What's going on, dude?
Yeah,
tick all the boxes, wouldn't it?
Dude, I'm like F a goat. We need a molded unicorn now, man.
There you go.
Alternate candidate says, as a Midwestern, I'm offended by the lack of knowledge of how combines work.
Combines, what we just talked about.
Isn't that like a place where when people are traveling where they stay at?
Nope.
No, that's a hostel.
That's a
yeah.
No, like a combine, like confine,
Nope.
Talking like a convent, like where nuns live. Like, what are you talking about?
Wait a minute. Am I thinking of like the Waco, Texas thing back in the day? Is that a combine?
That's a compound.
Yeah,
that is not where I stay. I'll tell you that for free.
I got news for the modular.
Oh,
wait. Hold on. First, wait. First, what's a combine before we get into that news?
It's the harvester thing, the yellow tractor that cuts down wheat. It's called a combine harvester.
Giant lawnmower. Got it.
I think you were pooping on a while ago.
I'm thinking you're thinking of commune.
Commune.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's what you're thinking.
We're always learning stuff on Good Morning Brick World. So okay, hold on a minute. Hold on.
Oh, hey everybody. So, according
got?
to a YouTube video from August 10th, 2024, a corner modular building is expected to be released in 2025, possibly on December 1st. Hoth Bricks also reported on August 14th, 2024, that the 5 selected creations for 2025 will be announced on August 19th, 2024.
You can't trust Hoth Bricks.
Never mind.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea who they are.
And I don't know either. And okay, well, the pre-orders will begin no earlier than June 2025. Huh?
What?
That's for Bricklink Designer Program.
Fake news.
Get that.
Well, it's on Google. How can
Allegedly.
It's on Google. How can it be fake? Well, they said the 19th. So
well, all right.
tomorrow we can.
Well, for those that know, there are some people that have knowledge of this stuff. Is there a pattern with the modulars, like normal corner?
Brick said it's a botanical garden, so we're gonna hold you to it.
No, that's the creator one, right? That's different.
Yeah, it's
right?
Ideas.
Ideas. Yes. By the way, hello to Never Too Old for Lego. You're right about that. I appreciate you. What's up, everyone? Just started doing Legos. It's Lego, not Legos. What
a welcome.
Look, I'm like, welcome to the community. Get it right.
Savage.
No, I'm just
worldwide
playing,
unless you say Legos.
You will say it. You will say it right. You know how I made myself
kidding,
remember that though? I always just think of deer. Because deer is always just deer, you know, never changes. But anyways, it doesn't matter. But I was just playing Never Too Old for Lego. Brick, what's up?
Make sure you
How you doing?
Thank you for
being here. Shy says there's no pattern. I think there should be at least some sort of pattern because you don't want like corner or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Why not? You could have a circle.
Damn.
You got me there, Drew. You got me there because that's what Lego would probably be saying. Just make a circle.
Just make a circle.
You just run around in circles. Legos is American. Keep Lego and metrics out of our school. Gosh, man, the chat. I love the chat so much. Dude, I was talking about it on Pure Ant Fury, and somebody put it was Coop. He put the meme in the chat where he's like Hive on one side and the chat on the other, but had like the shaking hands part in the middle.
Nice. That's funny.
So, all right. What else we got here? Let's see. We did the link. We got through the news. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait. I think
Celebration.
Let's see. Make sure that was all there was. I don't think there's really anything else. No, translate to English, please. I don't know why I got to keep telling this smart computer that. Oh, all right. We do have something else to show. Okay, hold on a minute.
Ooh, what we got?
Nope, that's not it. That's the video. All right. So, Lego Harry Potter Burrow first pictures of the upcoming collector's edition. So, a lot of people have seen this already, but I know for the Harry Potter fans, there seems to be excitement about it. It does look nice, but this is something we've talked about with Harry Potter before. They're doing a lot of repeats here. And I know that sounds like the good old...
They do. They don't release anything that much new.
Well, I know. I was just getting ready to say Star Wars is definitely famous for it as well. You know, I don't know how many certain Land Speeders and Millennium Falcons and Han Solos we've gotten or whatever, but at least Star Wars does.
Not enough.
But Star Wars at least can vary with different shows and stuff like that. Like just Harry Potter doesn't have anything new per se. I think they've done like just about everything they can with it.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
That doesn't surprise us. Everybody, by the way, don't do a shot every time we say that doesn't surprise us. Will already be wasted. So that's the news, everybody. That's the news. Real quick, I did want to remind everybody we do have a poll going on. Have you ever bought a Lego book only for the minifigure? We got 43 votes right now. 70% said yes, you have bought a Lego book only for the minifigure. And I appreciate your honesty. And remember, these polls are anonymous. So just please vote honestly. And with that poll, I will say that Lego is doing their job well. They're like, yeah, we made these books. So you just bought a minifig for $15 to $25, depending on how much the book was. Whatever.
Oh, what happened? I missed that. Andre said, according to the last Pure Rant Fury, the Brick Babe is about to blow up. And he's laughing. I was in Pure Rant Fury.
So there is a reason.
What is that noise?
Look at the junk behind me.
I don't know, but I can't mention the reason on Good Morning Brick World. And yeah, hold on a second. Let's see where that noise is. It is a Mr. Lego Longoria.
Oh, what am I doing?
I know there's like some loud ambient noise in the background for some reason.
It
I don't know.
seems
Is it me, guys, or did it just pop up?
White noise.
No,
it sounds like white noise. It just came.
It might be like your headphone jack or your mic jack could have got slightly unplugged.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I think.
But Andre, yeah, I'll tell Brick Babe about it after the show. And if you watch Pure Rant
Feel
Fury,
like I know.
you'll know what it is. As a matter of fact, I feel like there was somebody commented. Yes, somebody did comment on something that is very close to what I was talking about. Not exactly. You got to go back a little bit because it's definitely not exactly what we were talking about with that timestamp. But I feel like I'm gonna like.
See,
walk
I
into a
was
corner.
watching
can't get myself
TV.
out up here.
I was watching Bel Air, and I turned
Look.
away from Pure Rant Fury.
Dude, I don't mind when people don't watch Pure Rant Fury. I usually encourage people not to watch it. It's not made for anybody. Like nobody really should watch it. It's just silly. It's silly nonsense that nobody really should watch. But some people like to watch me act like an idiot for a couple hours.
Surprise!
I remember the first time I watched it. I was up late one night. I was like, "Oh my god, what is this dude's problem?"
He's an angry little guy.
Yeah,
Dude,
so
you would
angry.
not believe. I've
so
mentioned this
angry.
before. It's really slowed down, even stopped, and even actually now I'm gaining some subscribers from Pure Rant Fury. But like for the first couple months that I did it, every Saturday I'd wake up, I'd lose like at least 7 subscribers. Like
That's hilarious.
I was like, oh yeah, it's Pure Rant Fury.
If
Like I remember one time I was going off about Taylor Swift, dude. And I like lost 12 subscribers when I woke up. I was like, God dang, man, I didn't know I had a bunch of Swifties watching me.
Don't let the door hit you on the way.
I had to
out,
make
man.
sure. I had to make sure that Ross and Shy were both following me still after that.
If we were Smurfs, you would be Grumpy Smurf. Like I can see you in the village, just grumpy.
No, I feel like I'm logical Smurf that just has a very quick temper about people that are not logical and go around just expressing themselves based purely on emotions and nothing else.
No,
You can't walk through life doing that.
Grumpy and Vanity Smurf were very angry.
Vanity.
You remember Vanity
Well,
Smurf? He walked around with his mirror.
Vanity Smurf.
For some reason, I thought we were talking about the Seven Dwarves. I don't know why. I was very confused there for a second.
I would be
Never.
dopey.
On that note.
Bro.
I'd be sleepy.
Ah, gosh. All right, look, everybody. We got a show to
Babe,
do
you
here.
don't sleep.
Oh my gosh.
I don't, but I need it now.
Yeah, I know. Like, I thought I didn't sleep a
I'd
lot.
be
And you'd be like
sleepy.
sending me
You
stuff
don't
at like
sleep.
3, 4 in the morning. I'm like, God dang, get some rest.
I send it at 8. I'll be sending stuff at 8, 11 p.m.
All right, everybody, let's do some celebrations. Let's do some hashtags.
Celebrations.
Yeah, let's get this going. Here we go. Celebration time. Remember, if you have something to celebrate, it doesn't have to be yourself. It could be anybody else. And look, we're petty. It doesn't have to be something like, oh, my wedding anniversary. You could be like, I found this package of crackers that I lost like a month ago. They're still sealed, so I can eat them. But I was so hungry. I'm waiting till my next paycheck to get some food. I found some crackers. Celebration. We'll celebrate that.
Or your cats, your fur babies.
Or your cats. I mean, I'm talking about sitting here crackers, starving and eating some crackers, and that's that. You're talking about like, yeah, celebrate them kitty cats.
I mean, if you find a cat,
Yeah, and you're starving.
I mean,
No.
2 and 2.
That's not American.
Look, that is not a continent or culture joke. That was just an observation that if you saw a cat and you were starving, there's possibilities.
It's not the American way.
Yeah, you eat a
Yet.
chicken like everybody else, man. Come on.
I was a
You
vegetarian.
eat
For 10
chickens?
years.
I got tons of chickens.
Chicken?
I mean-
yeah, I love chicken. It's good.
You know what else tastes like chicken? It's frogs.
Oh.
I'm serious, man. You guys never had frog legs?
I'll take your word for it.
Frog
Let's
legs,
dig in.
man. They taste just like chicken.
A lot less bang for your buck, though, to be fair.
Ew,
Yeah,
just ew.
but they're cheaper too. I mean, dude, I don't know. Look, I talk
That's
about this a
true.
lot, man. I don't know why chicken's so expensive. It's
Where's
not like
one
they're
buy-
like,
It's all the steroids that they put them in. It's getting expensive, man.
yeah, but people act like they're endangered animals or something. Like it's chickens, man.
Where does one buy a
They're
frog?
everywhere. Why is it so expensive? Just like cashews. Why are cashews so expensive? Peanuts, man, are the cost of peanuts. But cashews, oh, They're fancy. It's fancy.
Eckerd's-
Fancy
All I
nuts.
hear is American screams.
They're on sale at Eckerd's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go to Eckerd and you can get
I have to go check that
cashews.
out. All right, everybody. Let's do hashtag Lego Flex
Oh,
Friday.
I can't breathe.
if you got something you want to flex that's Lego related on Friday, then yeah, throw that hashtag Lego Flex Friday and tag one of us in it, and we'll make sure
Tag us.
we'll make sure Brick gets it and shares it on here. Here we go.
Oh, Mayo.
By the way, Mayo, I'm not gonna food shame you, man. You know what I mean? So
I will.
you go ahead and do what you got to do. I mean, I'm sure a
know what he
vegetarian
said,
would tell you
but-
to just go eat a plant or something, even though I would
What did he
argue
say?
like a plant is also a life form.
Baked potato.
A plant wants to live. Baked potato with some butter and chives.
Bacon bits.
Exactly.
Bacon bits. Dude, I was so disappointed when I was growing, like, I don't remember as a teenager or whatever. I looked at the ingredients in bacon bits and I found out it wasn't actually bacon.
Hmm.
I was
Just-
like,
you
gotta
don't,
get the
don't
real
read
it's
the
like I've been
ingredients.
lied
Just
to, man.
You gotta get the
live
real
in
bacon.
ignorant bliss with us here.
I know, right? Ignorance is bliss, dude.
No, the ones you keep in the fridge, the real bacon bits. They say real. And
And you know what? I take
Oh,
that back.
yeah.
Sometimes ignorance, I guess, can be bliss, but for the most part, ignorance is only bliss to those that are ignorant. Everybody else has got to put up with that. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, chicken is expensive because only a handful of companies control the market around the entire world. Yeah, I mean, I think that, look, I can only speak for America. I don't want to speak for other countries, you know what I mean? But I feel like our educational system needs an upgrade. And I'm not talking about just because of this subject, but I mean, the reason I bring it up is because this is something I think a lot of people should understand. One, the monetary system, like fractional banking, the economy, to at least try and explain it in layman's terms to people. You know what I mean? It's very important people understand how money is created and how it works and all this stuff. It's so important because money, no matter where you're at in the world, for the most part, except for like very tiny spots in the world, is like the lifeblood of our economy. You know what I mean? It runs our economy. It is everything. I don't want to say worshipped, but we all work that 9 to 5, man, to get money. You're not getting all this if you don't have money. You know what I mean? So it's just very important. I think that
Plus
people
you're
need to.
stealing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But
your
we don't-
videos suggest
We don't promote
otherwise.
that. We don't promote that. Yeah. But yeah, also the way food is, you know what I mean? I'm not saying we got to get into the gruesome details of certain things, you know what I mean? But yeah, like stuff like what they were just saying about if only a few companies monopolize certain things. Yeah, man. And you know, me being I'm a big proponent of capitalism, but that doesn't mean I don't think capitalism needs to be regulated. It needs to be in check. You know, you can't just because I know there are some very good businesses, corporations that they do the right thing, they pay their taxes or whatever. But yeah, we know there's many. They try and get away with anything they can, man, and not pay certain taxes, try and get away with regulated safety protocols, whatever the case may be. So it's important to understand these things. But thank you for that comment, Bricks with Justin. Appreciate it. I love when you guys throw out some good facts for us. Brick says, I want to shout out getting to work with Lego as a consultant.
Woohoo.
I mean, right on.
Shout out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, we are going to do hashtag minifig mug Monday, and then yes, start getting into some. Oh, we also got Whip Wednesday, and then we'll get into our subject for the day. Always love Minifig Mug Monday. Thank you, Brick Hive, for
It's
always.
tomorrow.
I know it's tomorrow.
But
A
you
lot
didn't
of times.
mug, you can be up here. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I talk all the time. I always hope you guys are just known to interrupt me if you need to say something. It's always a good time. I just love it because you get to see all these different mugs and creativity with people doing stuff with the minifig and the mugs and all that. So always good stuff.
Super expensive. I'm sorry, this came from Walmart, guys.
Hold on a
It's
minute,
like
hold on.
at Walmart. Yeah, it's like they're not super expensive.
Yeah, it's a Funko mug too. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Walmart has
speaking of Funko, yeah, because look, I always check out Funko products as well. Like 3 things I always check out: Funko, Black Series, and Lego. Just 3 things I really like a lot. They've got some new Funkos out, man. Some of them look pretty good too. But you know, can't afford them right now. But I did see Scott's block out there. Good morning to you. Just taking a break from work. Just wanted to say hi and good morning, Brick World. Well, thank you. Good morning, Brick World to you too. Chef T in the house. What's up? What's up? How you
got
doing?
Chef Sigfig.
Yeah, man. I've got 2 alternate Chef Sigfigs, man. There's a handful of Sigfigs I have out here that I have like alternate versions of them. Titanium J's one, Ninja with the Bricks, he's another one. Like I might have like their normal looking Sigfigs, and then like their maybe alternate egos, like whether it's superhero type person, or whatever. Oh, sorry, I was just checking the comments. All right, let's check out Whip Wednesday, and then get into our subject for the day. Here we go. Man, love Whip Wednesday, dude. I know a lot of people, maybe not, I don't know, but sometimes I would think some people might think like Whip Wednesday is such an odd thing to show because like we're not showing like finished product and stuff, but that's the reason I love it, because we're gonna see the finished products anyways. You know what I mean? Like but a lot of us, we're very interested in the build, the process, and a lot of times it's just really helpful hints because from time to time we have like mock tips or mock maybe topics that we get into and stuff like that, but it's not a lot. So the reason why I think Whip Wednesday is so cool is because even though they're just pictures and stuff, a lot of times we can learn from them. You could see where they maybe place lights or maybe see what the interior structure was like, just stuff like that. So big kudos. All right, well, let's talk about some Lego books. Hold on one second. I want to try something real quick. I didn't think about doing this. Let me try something. So Lego books. Again, I didn't know if people would be confused exactly. I know it sounds silly, but about oh yeah, I'm not on the right computer. I can't do what I was thinking about doing. Never mind. I was gonna change the background to books, but I was like, I don't have that picture with me. Anyways, all right. So look, I got a few of my own Lego books I was gonna share, so that way we can kind of see some stuff of what I was talking about, and then we can get into certain subjects about it. Because I know that the minifig aspect is a big thing. So here's a Harry Potter book, character encyclopedia. And this one has the exclusive Rita Skeeter minifig, which, by the way, is a really cool minifig. I actually think I might have it for sale. I can't remember if I sold it or not, but I bought this book just for that fig because the fig was worth more than the book was. So I was like, all right, well, I'll go ahead and sell it and at least make a few dollars profit off of it. No big deal. a lot of my books, most of them, if they have figs in it, I took them out, even if I didn't buy it for the fig. Here's the Star Wars character encyclopedia that's, you know, the same as basically the Harry Potter one. I bought this one also for the minifig, a little book of Lego facts, because it had a zombie skateboarder minifig. And at the time, I was doing a lot of stuff with my graveyard, so I had a lot of zombies and yada yada yada. So that's a pretty good one. This one actually left the minifig in it, even though it's probably one of the most boring minifigs that I've got out of them. You know, another Luke Skywalker. This actually, I think, was my first Lego book. Mrs. Hive got this for me, I think, for like my birthday or something like that. Because in the beginning, I got into Lego because of Star Wars. You know, I just love Star Wars ships and all that. Then occasionally, you know, there's like story books that, again, I wouldn't say most, but I want to say maybe it's 50-50 that you get minifigs in them, because there's tons of Lego books that don't have minifigs.
Yeah, none of mine have minifigs in them.
So again, these are ones that I really wanted to get into the minifig part of, because even though we're going to talk about more than that, I feel like the minifigure part is a big thing. And real quick, before we do start talking about that, I did want to say there is the other minifig book thing I was talking about, the smaller ones. I know, again, it might sound silly, but ironically, there is a lot of different. I don't know if any of them are gonna like show up.
Oh yeah, no, it looks good right there.
Well, this is the Moby Dick or Moby Brick. That's what they changed the name to Moby Brick. Yeah, this came with the bookstore modular, which I was going to put in the intro, but I'm just doing too much stuff with the city right now. It didn't look right. This one is one that came with the Marvel fig. Dude, it's so bad. These aren't focusing, man. I'm sorry, everybody. But the point I wanted to bring up was, like, there's a bunch of different versions of these little books too. Like this, you can't tell, but this is one that was a Harry Potter one. What else we got? This one was Winnie the Pooh. It came with the Winnie the Pooh modular. This one's just blank. There's nothing on this one, so it's cool to get a blank book. Yeah. There's a lot of these little books. They're very cool. I try to, you know, keep as many as I can. But yeah, the minifig books, some of them are very exclusive. I don't think there's any that are worth too much, but some of them are definitely at least in $20 to $30 range. But look, everybody, I digress, because the money part is mainly only important to people that sell the stuff or really care about the value of what the minifigure is worth.
Yeah.
But some people, it's not about money. Even if, like, not everything that's exclusive is also worth money. So this isn't a minifigure, but I often bring up that there was a Harry Potter set that came out, a few years back, and it was the little forest scene, and it had the I wish I had it near me, but it's open for it. It was the deer or whatever, with the antlers, maybe it was reindeer or whatever, that was transparent, glittery, see-through, but it was the Patronus. But there was only one made, like, whatever, maybe 4 years ago now. I can't remember, but like, it's only worth a couple dollars.
Yeah.
And to me, I would think, like, dude, that's such a very cool molded animal that was only exclusive to that set, only one made. You know what I mean? I just figured it'd be worth more, but it's not worth a lot of money. But it's one of my most prized animals I have. Like, I love that animal. I love how exclusive it is. I love the transparency part of it. I love, like, I'm a Harry Potter fan. I'm not like a super fan, but I am a Harry Potter fan, so I like it that it's a Patronus.
Hey, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Right. And I collected Patronuses too. I've got them all except for one, I think. But yeah, so a lot of figs might be exclusive in these sets, and you just really want it. It's not about how much it's worth.
I think type of books too.
Yes. So what kind of books you got?
So I have this one here. I love these. They come in Christmas, but this is a Halloween one where you get parts. So if you open it up, there are parts here, and it comes in a poly bag. So never taking it out. So sometimes you get books that a lot of books that I have just help you build. So they give you different like ideas of what you can build. Some you can build with the bricks they have, and some, of course, you need to hit
Oh,
brick
yeah.
and go
Get your
and
own.
your loose brick. Yeah, but so I like these. I really like these, but then I
That's
have
cool.
all kinds of Lego books. So I read the Lego story. Y'all can see the trunk. I'm sunburned.
Oh, yeah.
That looks
So
good.
this was a good book. It's a historical read. I thought it would be like fun about the company. It is not. So do not read that book. It is just but minifigure handbook. I think a lot of people have this.
That's a
one.
nice one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, this one, and I do a lot of paperback because
Well, and I feel like if you collect minifigs, like that's an essential book to kind of have. You know what I mean?
exactly. Then you have the neighborhood. One
Mm,
love
that's a
this
popular one.
book.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh, so many good building techniques. If you're new to Lego and you're trying to figure out parts and how to build,
Especially buildings.
oh my
There
gosh.
is so many cool tips for buildings in there. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're building a city and you want, you don't want it to look.
Because the crazy thing about that is a lot of people think, and myself included in the beginning, thought that, oh, I'm going to build a building real easy, just make a box, with a roof. But like, and you can, but for good architecture, yeah, it's good. It's good to have those tips to know how to do a lot of stuff like that, like the crown molding and all that. Ooh, holiday ideas.
Same type of book. This one doesn't have the brick in it, but they do make one with the brick in it. So many different Lego books, different things that you can build. Even I have the one about stop motion. So they have. So this is another book that comes with a lot of stuff. So if
Very
you're looking, for minifig photography,
I haven't seen that one.
Backdrops in it. It's at Barnes and Noble.
Wow.
All kinds of backdrops, advice on how to take them.
Dude,
and
I gotta read that one.
Then they give you 30 different elements. So let me see if you can see the elements here. So you get a couple of elements. Looks like you get a skateboard, a couple of accessories.
Yeah.
So then you have that. And then there are business books. Oh, there's so many books.
You said business books?
Yeah, well, So this is the serious play if you want to incorporate Lego into your business.
Wow.
And then the other one is the same. I have so many. I'm not going to pull them all out, guys, because I don't want to put them back. But here's another one. It's like, however, I love it because everybody does the hobby differently. So here's another serious play book as well. But I think your books go based on how you do the hobby. I think we all here's some more of the bigger books, but again, just the ideas, the playing.
And I'm glad that Lego's put out books like that. You know what I mean? Because they're very helpful, for tips and stuff for people that maybe aren't in touch with a lot of other builders, like we are. Because I know if I have some serious mock questions, I can ask Drew, I can ask Bearded Bricks, I can ask Coconut Brick Studio. Like there's so many out there, like Brick Stage Pass. Like there's so many wonderful mock builders. Like I guess they were name them for like an hour. Just all the different crazy. Yeah, Pink was like dude, Andre. Like speaking of Andre, I saw Andre put a comment out there about he's gonna have a Whip Wednesday coming up, or thing for Whip Wednesday for the quick stop motion video preview.
Sweet.
Also, I saw a Lego Tone out there. What's happening? Lego Tone says slowest daily bugle build ever.
Okay, so I've been building this for over a year, and he's just a hater. So I'm getting there. It'll be done eventually. The funny thing is, it's a journey,
right?
It's a day one. Like all the builds are day ones, and I never build them. So I'm going to stop this day one thing. It's like, who cares?
Ultra Bricks, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Contra says in Australia we have lots of Lego books with a minifig in them and Lego books with Lego parts in them. I got a cool GBC builds on and even has Lego cardboard parts to add. Yeah, I've got a couple, I've got one Lego book somewhere. I was hoping I'd find it before the show started. But yeah, it's basically kind of like what Brick Babe had with the camera stuff, but it's not the same. It's like a cops and robbers kind of thing, but you can take some stuff out and build like a backdrop to it or whatever. It's pretty cool. Cliff says, if you want a good book for building cities, get New York City Brick by Jonathan Lopes. Also, I've had more than one mock builder tell me that builds a lot of buildings that they just look at architecture books, like just real architecture books, or they'll like look at pictures of like buildings in the city. I've actually done that myself, even though act upon it, but I like driving around at work. I might be sitting up eating lunch, you know, and I'll look out the window and be like, man, that's a really cool building. You know, I'll take a picture of it. Baltimore is very interesting like that. Anyways, like I've gotten on my weekend reviews, I've gotten this at least once or twice. I keep trying to get a good picture of it. There is a bench for a bus stop, and like it's downtown, and there's a giant, remember this is architecture. There's a giant thumbtack, like a big, huge thumbtack. It's like, it's huge. And the top of the thumbtack is above the bus stop. And then the metal point of the thumbtack like goes through. So if you weren't even looking at above the bus stop, it would just like look like some metal pole is going through the top of the bus stop. But like once you look out, you could see like it's a giant thumbtack. But it's just really interesting. And yeah, I took a picture of it, but I wanted to get a better one and wanted to get it on video. Because yeah, I was like, that'd be a cool thing to build in Lego. You know what I mean? Just have like in your city because it's such neat architecture. Baltimore's so great like that. So yeah, that's a good idea, Cliff. For people that mock buildings and stuff like that.
But they have all kinds of books. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just saying bye to Andre. Bye, Andre.
But if you Google, I don't know if we can show it. They have books on how to build Lego guns and everything. I don't know if we should show it, but there are all kinds of books. If you Google Lego books, you'll see the ratings. They have like 4 stars. But yeah, anything you want to book for Lego on, they're certainly here.
Yeah, I would agree.
eBay,
There's definitely I'd say a book just about for everything. So something also wanted to share because somebody brought this up, and this is another Lego book that is worth mentioning. The Force of Creativity.
I saw that on the counter. I've never seen Star Wars. So.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not a cool book. It's a very cool book. Very cool pictures, very cool sleeve. You know what I mean? And look, if money is not an issue, you just got tons of money you can blow and stuff. Yeah, sure. But yeah, it's like $150. And you know, cool stuff as far as the pictures and a lot of the history and stuff that they put in here. But you know, I don't know. Depends on what you think is worth it. So, but it is a very good book as far as like the contents go. Then this isn't like the other books where it's more of like, we're going to teach you how to build something and give you some tips on stuff. It's basically like history of Lego Star Wars and a lot of the stuff that's gone into it. As you can see, just cool, interesting builds. Here's another fake builder. How you guys look? Listen to me. Look. Like, I know. I complain, but just think about this. This is what I don't understand about Lego and their marketing. You got this guy spends $150 on a Lego Star Wars book, and not a Lego Star Wars set in sight.
You sure?
No. Why is there one? Did I miss? I'm like, no. Am I talking on my butt right now?
Maybe this is his library, and he keeps his Lego somewhere else.
Yeah, I know, right? A lot of people have mentioned that to me. They're like, "Huh, he probably has a Lego room."
Yes.
Well, you know
he's
what?
just immensely wealthy.
That's fine. Well, you know what? Take your Force of Creativity Lego Star Wars book and read it in your Lego room when you get these pictures taken. So people are like, "Oh, yeah, he's not a fake fan."
That's so
Look,
wrong.
here's another guy. Oh, wait, it's a coffee table book. That's right. Well, you know what? Put a coffee table book in your Lego room. All right. So, yeah, that's the Force of Creativity.
I don't think it's available in Canada, actually. I was wondering if it's a US exclusive. I just looked. I can't find it on their website for me.
Oh my gosh.
Not that I'm missing out on it, I'll be honest.
But they can't be discriminating against you guys like that, even though they discriminate against countries all the time.
Lego hates Canada. You heard it here first on Good Morning Brick World.
Dude, look, this is always worth repeating. I'm sorry for everybody for repeating a rant, but look, one of the biggest things that I thought was kind of a slap in the face was when they gave the Chinese market that weird card key thing for the modulars. This was a couple years ago. It was like the 10th anniversary. That's what it was. It's 10th anniversary gift of purchase. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to complain on a different level for it because I usually don't like gift for purchases that aren't like Lego sets or Lego builds. You know, oh wow, I got a patch, whoopee. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it was like a card key type thing, like a motel card key. And I think it was because I think the hotel was the 10th anniversary one. I can't remember for sure, but the point is, you can only get it in China. And I'm like, imagine you started collecting the modulars over here from the get-go, from the beginning. And yes, you can get it on the secondary market, but that's not the point, man. The point is like Lego's like, here you go, China. And look, it's not like I don't think it's Chinese people. That's fine. I don't want them to not get it. I just want us to get it too. That's all.
Facts.
Be looking at other countries being like, look, I know we're entitled over here, but I want what you got too. Like, what the heck, man?
That is entitlement.
I'm just saying.
I know we're entitled, but give me that.
I
need it.
I forgot to mention that I also have the
What you got there?
the electronic versions of the book. So I have the neighborhood.
There you
I have
Oh,
both.
so yes, let's get into that really quick because we are kind of running out of time. What is everybody's? All right, we'll go around the panel. Everybody in the chat, let me know what you go. I'll start with Clever Pig. What are your thoughts on digital books? And then remember, you can give your personal opinion on it, and then if you have like a more educated thing to say, then that's fine.
Okay. All right. Educated opinion. I've done it for textbooks in university because they're insanely expensive. So that makes sense. But personal opinion, I don't mess with it. I gotta have it in my hands. If it's online, it's gonna be an audiobook. And for Lego, that would be stupid because I just want to look at the pictures.
I didn't even think about the audiobook part too, because that's another aspect as well. But not in the same vein, because that's what I was wondering too, is like if you're reading a book, staring at a screen for a long time, like if that's bad for you or not. And I'm sure I could just look it up on Google, but I was just curious what you guys thought. Lego Longoria, what about you? What do you think about digital books?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you all on that. Where I have to physically feel it. I have to physically be touching it. It doesn't have the same feel to me to be reading an electronic book than it does an actual book that I can touch and feel. It has a different feeling for it. Different. You're in it more, I think, than just looking at a screen. We look at screens all day, so
yeah,
it's kind of like just another screen we're looking at.
Because I felt it first in comic books, because I don't read a lot, but when I read books, I just I read them less enough that I can just buy a book if I really want it. Like the last book I got was American Gods. That was a Neil Gaiman book, written years ago, but then they made a TV show about it. But yeah, I got the actual physical book for it. If I was a big time reader, maybe it might be different. But comic books was the first one, yeah, because it started going digital. But I don't know, like you just said,
You get the book smell too.
the book smell, holding it in
The
your
cracks and
hand.
the crinkles.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even the process of getting it. I remember going to like the comic book store, and you get your pull if you got a pull, or if you just grab your whatever individual but then you're talking to other people in the shop. I don't know, it's just a whole process. But at the same time, if somebody likes just the digital stuff because it's instantaneous, you can read it fast, not worry about it, But there is another subject we don't have time to get into, but I've wanted to make kind of a video about it, talk about it more, and that's digital media. That's and it's a very interesting conversation in general about the subject, but also from age differences. For anybody, I don't know, I guess a millennial above, you know what I mean? And then I'm one probably line somewhere in there, and then a millennial below is probably on another line. Not about not liking something, but just growing up with stuff, because anybody basically a millennial kind of above, we grew up with DVDs, physical books, comic books, like all this stuff. Music, we had to buy CDs or, I mean, like, I think for me, the music was the first thing that converted over as far as the digital stuff. Because if you guys remember, we went through the whole Napster thing, and then, Metallica was trying to sue and like all this other stuff. But yeah, then eventually it grew into video games. And I'm not a video game head like I used to be. Like, it's been a long time since I've really been in the video game world, but all my friends tell me like they're trying to pull the rug from under a lot of people. Like if they change, like you might buy a game digitally, and then there's something later on they don't like or they want to change, and they change it, and you don't have a choice because it's digital.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
If I can say something real super quick on that.
No, go ahead. Yes.
I saw one point of that, and that's a really good conversation. They put, I think it was an online only game, or like you could download it only, and it had a copyrighted music. And after like 3 or 5 years, the copyright ran out, and the company was unwilling to re-up it. So they just wiped everybody's library of that game, and it was gone forever. And like the same thing could happen with movies.
Well, actually, and like I said, there's a way bigger thing going on because there are some movies right now, unless you have the physical copy, like you can't find them online. And it's because, you know, whatever distributor owns them, whether it's Warner Brothers, Universal, whatever, like maybe there's reasons they don't have it out there. Like, it could be a bunch of different reasons. You know what I mean?
Or you can find them only on certain streaming platforms that you're not subscribed to.
Right.
It's just one movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that, man, because that might be something I want to really watch, you know, and yeah, it's on a totally different stream. Yeah, there's just something to be said for it, you know what I mean? And like I said, it's a much broader conversation, but the digital media type stuff is like that. But that's a good point, Andrew, for sure. Drewbrickz, what about you? What do you think about like digital books and stuff?
Well, it's kind of interesting as I came across a Lego YouTuber who only builds in digital. So he's building a whole city in Lego digital. I thought it was real when I was first watching it, but he's building a whole mock series on a digital Lego city.
That's another whole conversation.
Plus, yeah, sorry, keep going.
No, because I was going to say, imagine that might be an alternative for some people to build that can't afford sets, is just build it on studio, build it digitally, right? Obviously, it's clearly not the same thing as having it here in your hand, and then it kind of almost defaces what we were just saying about digital media in a way. But I could see that at least being an alternative. But go ahead, Drew.
I'm not that much of a big time reader, but I will say, if I'm buying it digitally, it better be significantly cheaper.
Well, that's another conversation. Not about Lego, but with comics, music, movies. It
should not be just $2 cheaper.
Dude, no, that's the biggest one of the biggest gripes I've had, besides what we just talked about, was the currency part of it. You know what I mean? There is no reason why a digital comic book should cost the same as a printed comic book. Absolutely. Dude, that is such a scam, dude. Because you don't have to pay for the printing. You don't have to pay for, there's so much stuff you don't have to pay for. You know what I mean? Just like I remember with music, you don't have to do the press of the CD. You don't have to make the jacket. You don't have to ship it out. You know, all this other stuff that goes with it. You know what I mean? It's just right there. And then you're charging 99 cents per song. Like, like, look, I want you to pay your artists well. You know what I mean? I want people to make money, but it's like, good Lord, man. So yeah, imagine if like Lego is like, here's a digital UCS blah, blah, blah for $450.
And
but look, you get these exclusive digital minifigs.
Exclusive digital minifigures included.
Right. Yeah. And then you can pay extra for these skins.
Your gift purchase will deliver 1 month later digitally.
Look, the horror stories my gamer friends tell me about these games, dude. It's just insane, man. There's so much stuff. Like I said, we'll definitely make this a subject, and I'll see if Clever Pig wants to come back and talk about it too. By the way, real quick, Pink Willow says, for a minute I thought that pick was Solid Brick Studio.
Dude, I've been wanting to send you a message about that for months. I think
you know how many people have told me stuff about him, but there's, I don't want to say scared necessarily, but like they just don't want an army of Solid Brick Studio fans coming at them. You know what I mean? About stuff. But like people have told me stuff about him that they're not trying to get clout. They told me personal stuff that is just, dude. But I'm assuming yours is similar.
He just seems like the IRL embodiment of those people that they use for those lifestyle shots. And I just can't get that out of my mind.
Yeah, but that's a whole another subject.
Anyway.
By the way, hopes, dreams, and faith, says Lady Bricker here, or Lady Bricker 70 here. We RV full time around the country because of space and weight. I do a Kindle. I save my space for actual Lego. Yeah, I've often thought about that too. even though Mrs. I would never like go travel around. You know, even if we had the money, she doesn't really want to. Like, she wouldn't mind going on vacations and stuff, but like just traveling around in an RV, like I don't know what it is. It's like a personal weird dream I have to just travel around and like, there's like an RV or one of those like livable vans or something. I don't know. It's so weird. Or like a boat. I always wanted to like just live on like a houseboat. That's I don't know what it is, dude. But yeah, I remember telling her, I was like, yeah, if we did that, I was like, I would only be able to have like 5 to 20 sets. And she's like, you mean one? She's like, it's an RV. Where would you put all that stuff? I'd have, yeah, I don't know. It's like I'd build them shelves.
That room in the back, that's where I would keep them.
She's like, the bathroom?
He's up in the loft area. Hey guys,
Welcome to my Lego room.
Oh my gosh. One more thing I want to ask about the digital book stuff. Let's pretend, because we didn't really know for sure, we didn't really necessarily bring it up about the medical part of it, like if it's bad for your eyes, like whatever, read digital books for a long period of time. I feel like at this point it doesn't even matter. It's like, I'm not going to read this digital book while I eat my Big Mac and drink a freaking extra large.
It depends on the backlight. So like the Kindle has no backlight.
Oh, that's right. They have like the eye comfort stuff on there, right?
So it depends on how much iPads or the Kindle produces backlight. Backlights is what starts affecting your eyes. So like the Kindle, why it looks like a newspaper is because there's no backlight to it. That's why you can't read a Kindle at night always.
You can wear the blue lenses though to help.
Yeah, that helps.
I was wondering if they either do this now or should do it when you go to college and you got to get books. I've never been to college, but Mrs. Hive has told me plenty about it. And apparently those books are expensive. So if you just get them digitally.
I will say it's nice because you can highlight without having to damage the book.
Well,
you can copy and paste from the book. If you have to type in definitions, you don't have to physically type the definition.
Well, because an interesting discussion debate I've had with people about stuff like that is college in general, you know, and tuitions and loans and, you know, paying them back and all that stuff. And there's different ways to try and fix the problem, but it is a problem. It is a serious problem, man, that so many young people come out of college in such severe debt, dude. It is and I'm torn about it. Yeah, so Clever Pig, you know, he's one that you know disagree with me about some stuff about it, you know, as well. But we have to figure out a solution to it because it is insane and it's so detrimental to our economy because it's only helping the banks or whatever that are doing the loans. You know what I mean? Like, and the interest rates and all that stuff. But for the economy, how are you supposed to help the economy, put money into the economy, buy stuff in the economy when you just come out of college and you're paying off? And I'm not saying you shouldn't pay anything. You know, I'm not saying college should be. I mean, that's a whole other discussion about like, you know, there. Yes, I think that there should be some taxpayer funded college. Well, yeah, right. There should definitely be some taxpayer funded colleges for people that can't afford to go to like an Ivy League college.
Yeah,
or something
that's community college.
Right. I'm all for that stuff. But there's a lot of people that can't get maybe a certain degree, or maybe they have to go to certain schools, or there could be reasons. Okay. I don't want to just say there's no reason. I mean, I like to try and put things in a box, very clear cut, black and white, but that's not always the case. But yeah, it's a bad problem, man, that it needs to be fixed, which goes back to what I was saying about the books. Now, clearly that's not going to relieve, you know, all these students out of this insane amount of debt, but that's a start to where I've heard these books are hundreds of dollars, man.
They are.
I'm coming for you, McGraw Hill.
Yo, yeah. Doing a new edition every year? Well, I don't think so.
A new edition? God dang.
300 bones once a year? Forget about it.
I didn't get to give my opinion.
Oh, please.
Books. Now we're in my lane, not movies. No. So I do all three. Like I do comic books. I have, because I don't want wear and tear on the comics. And when I'm out, you know, when you're out and you travel around, like I'm always around, so I can actually flip and not put wear and tear on the comic book. I like to have both. So I still have the comic book here, but then this is a series I'm reading about Miles Morales. But I do that. Then I have like the Lego book for, you know, because I still like to feel it, but I have the audio book as well. So I kind of do all three. I am a purist. I love the book. Like you saw, I have the neighborhood book, but I also have the digital version. because
Yeah.
sometimes out, if I'm driving, I can't read. I want to listen. If I'm just
You say
waiting,
you read while you drive.
I can't read. That's why I use audio.
Pause.
So I
Pause.
have it in the audio book. And then sometimes you just want it as a physical reference where you can highlight and go back
Yeah.
to the actual pages.
Well,
With the audio book, it's not as easy.
And that's why some things are a little complex, because we had a very solid point about digital media and physical media and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that there's not all kinds of uses for the digital media aspect. Hope was out there talking about reading her Kindle at night. So you can sit there and you can read and not disturb people necessarily, or whatever the case. And yes, you can put on the eye comfort shield thing. So that probably is something that does help it. So you can read it for a long period of time. Maybe some things are cheaper. Like you said, you keep your comics pristine. They're not, I don't feel like they're necessarily going to change comics, but there could be whatever. But that's a different subject. But so there are good points to be made as a counter argument to a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? I think that if they made the digital stuff cheaper, that would at least relieve a lot of the arguments on one side or the other. By the way, our Toy World, what's up, Richie? How you doing, brother? Ultra said second vote for Kindle, 0 issue with eye strain. Yeah, I think the eye comfort shield is the thing that really does away with that point. You know what I mean? So I still don't know what long term things might have. There's a lot of stuff we just aren't going to know because it's just still pretty new. You know what I mean? We haven't studied what it's like to read a digital book for 50 years. You know what I mean? So I think Generation Z, when they get older, that's probably the one we'll really know a lot of answers from. But
yeah,
I'm also curious about vaping.
Right.
Like, I'm so proud of the younger generation, how they basically kicked tobacco to the curb. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so proud of them, dude. That is because growing up, like our generation, smoking was cool, man. And my wife, Mrs. Hive, and I were telling, the little one, well, she's not little now, but we're telling the kid about like when we were young and actually right before we were born, you can smoke anywhere. You can smoke in a hospital. You can smoke in an airplane. You can smoke in a restaurant. I was talking about how
cancer treatments.
Dude, can you imagine? I remember I got into an argument with my uncle whenever it was in the early 2000s or whatever, when they changed the restaurant thing and then, like all restaurants got rid of smoking, right? And he was all mad about it. And I was like, really? I was like, you can't not smoke your cigarette for like an hour so people that don't smoke cigarettes can enjoy their dinner. Like, dude, you selfish. It's like, what you... God dang, dude. America.
That's like what's happening at like my work is like my work was pretty chill. So if you smoked, you could just go out and smoke and you take a 5-minute break and you come back, but you clock out for it because in Tennessee you don't have to pay for smoke breaks. And in construction, there's a lot of downtime at certain parts. So that's like your paid breaks in a sense. And we're not unionized, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But people would not clock out, and there were some people who would stay out there for over half an hour, so they ruined it for everybody else. So that's now somebody always you have to take, if you smoke, you only have 2 opportunities and then lunch as well for you can smoke in their 15-minute breaks. And there was one guy, he just got back for lunch, it was an hour later, he goes, I need my nicotine right now. I'm like, dang, bro, like you are addicted. You need to like just breathe a little. Go get some caffeine or something, man.
Right. What's up, Lumberjack? How you doing, man? Got a question. When I was playing music, the smoking ban for bars, people went to bars to smoke and drink. I will say, when it comes to bars, I did feel differently about that. And I don't know if it's because I've worked in bars before or I used to be a smoker. I've never really been a drinker, but I understand that when you drink and you are a smoker, it's going to make you want to smoke even more. I don't know if it's the same in all states. I know in some states it was just bars that serve food you couldn't smoke in. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't.
In Vegas, you can smoke in all of them, right?
Huh?
In Vegas, you can still smoke in all the casinos, right?
I don't know. I don't know what it's like anymore. You know what I mean? Smoking cigarettes is like a dying thing for the most part, anyways, man. I mean, the only people I see smoking anymore are people like my age. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm really proud of the younger generation. It's an old man's game. Not for long.
Right. Gotcha.
Oh, gosh. All right. Anyways, you guys, it's been a great show. Let's go around the panel. Clever Pig, you got anything you want to share, promote, shout out, any discrepancies?
Oh man, no, just thanks for having me on. It's good chatting with all you guys. Really big. Appreciate you all.
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
appreciate you being here, man. I've been wanting to kind of get you around and do something anyway, some type of collaboration.
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. You're one of the people out there. I don't know. I think are just super amazing. Definitely everybody go sub to Clever Pig. You won't regret it, man. Also, for those that don't know, because I know I usually talk over everybody on this panel, he's got a hell of a sense of humor. That's another reason I was kind of pulled into Clever Pig's stuff, man. He's very funny. He's got a very like subtle dry humor, man. It's great. But yeah, anything else you wanted to, shout out?
No, man, I'm good. Thanks,
All right.
chat. Y'all been amazing.
Awesome. Lego Longoria. Andrew, what about you, man? You gonna promote anything, shout anything out? Any discrepancies?
No, I'm doing good, man. I'm just gonna finish these this Simpson house build that I'm still working on. I'm waiting for my pieces now. Lego, thank you, Lego. Shout out to Lego. They gave me all my pieces, but for the broken one. So just gonna be doing that. That's about it.
Right on. Awesome. Drewbrickz.
I just finished the second part of the Western Air Temple back there.
Wait a minute.
It's not fully finished, but you can kind of see.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
The other part's basically finished. I just need to do the tops and add in the add in the statues here.
Awesome.
And then put on the top, add in all the foliage, and then put in the minifigures, and it should be good.
Rock on. Excellent, man. I can't wait to see it when it's done.
Me too.
Brick Babe, what about you?
A million things. Tomorrow, today's Lego Sorting Sunday. Tomorrow's Minifig Mug Monday. Mom and Mo Monday. Got some lives going on. I am finishing the Bugle bag by bag, so brick by brick, and that's it.
Awesome. Excellent.
That's a lie.
I am finishing it. Okay, slowly but surely.
In 10 years?
Maybe.
I mean, you're like, well, technically I'm building it,
I'm building.
I'm not going to get into
My
the
nails.
details.
Yeah, I have nails, so it makes me a little bit slower.
All I hear is our excuses. I see a lot of other Lego sets you've been able to build with those fingernails.
Oh, man, that's so funny.
Shots fired.
Yeah. It's like, touche.
How about you, Hive?
Man, so I got a couple videos I'm working on. One I was about to put out the other day, but it's my city update video, and the reason I postponed it is because I went ahead and started filming some more of the mountain because I got more of done. The mountain's actually basically done. It's just now I'm waiting on some pieces to finish building the sides of the tunnel because it's supposed to kind of look like they chipped out some of the mountain to make like a tunnel for the train to go through. And then on the top left side, I think I might make it a little more bumpier, kind of going up to the barn door, because you know how like the mountain kind of goes around a little bit like a ring around the top. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit right there, but I don't know. I'm kind of playing around with it. You know what I mean? But so that's why the city video is coming out late. I've got a weekend review that'll be out soon, and then just other random stuff. So anyways, yeah, awesome, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. And don't forget, so next week is the end of the month. We'll have another member giveaway, and for the last members that won, I will have those out Saturday. I will message you when I send them out. If you are a member here, I'm getting ready to do the member outro. If you're new, that means I basically highlight, members' names to just some random pictures or videos or whatever in the background. And not next week, but the week after that, we will have, like I said, an announcement to make. Yeah, man, the year's flying by. We'll be in September here pretty soon. So. All right, everybody, here is the outro. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. Bye. Thank you for sharing everything with us. And we will see you next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday. See you. Peace out.